Hello, welcome to the video on isosceles triangles. What we know about triangles in general is that triangles have 180 degrees in them. What we're going to find out today is that isosceles triangles have a special property that allows us to solve these problems more easily with less information. So isosceles triangles are defined as triangles that have two congruent sides, like this is the same as this is the same length as this, same as this, and these two are the same. So these are all four isosceles triangle examples. And the property that we know about isosceles triangles is that the base angles are congruent. The base angles look like this. If this is my isosceles triangle, where these sides are the same, the base angles are the two angles across from those sides. Okay, so across from this side, you got this angle, across from this side, you got this angle. And they look like they're the same measurement. So that's an easy way to pick them out. So the base angles are the same every single time. That's what we know. Here, we can say that. Here's two congruent sides, across from it, this, across from this one, same thing. So these are congruent, they're the exact same measurement. So automatically, if this is 42, bang, that's 42. Easy enough. And then getting this angle is easy, because you guys know that there's 180 degrees in a triangle. So if this is 42 and this is 42, they add up to 84. This ought to be 180 minus 84. And 180 minus 84 will give you 96. So this angle here is now 96 degrees. Double check it, add them up, you get 180. Alright, so this is an example where I gave you one of the base angles. This example, let's see if we can find the base angles. Here's a congruent side, here's the other congruent side. Across from it, there's one base angle. Across from it, there's the other base angle. I didn't give you either one, but I know that they're the same. One way to think about this is instead of question marks, since they're the same thing, I can give them the same variable. Maybe I could say this is x, and this is also x. Well, now I could write myself an equation. I could say this plus this plus this equals 180. X plus 61 equals 180. And you guys can solve this. This really says 2x plus 61 equals 180. To solve this, I want to subtract 61, canceling those. I'm left with 2x equals 119, and then I divide by 2, and I do get that x is 59.5. It's okay to get decimals here. A lot of times you will have something 0.5. That's totally normal. Sometimes you won't, sometimes you get whole numbers, but you can get decimals. So 59.5 plus 59.5 plus 61, if you check that, I guarantee it's 180. There we go. So these are examples where you don't have expressions. You just have, either I gave you one of the base angles and asked for the other base and the vertex angle, or I gave you the vertex angle and asked for the two base angles. And basically when I give you the vertex angle, you just subtract it from 180 and divide by 2. That's basically the shortcut there. 180 minus 61 divided by 2 gives me that. Example 3. Now this problem, I want you to notice that this is 67 degrees and this is just a regular 2. This 2 stands for angle 2, and aside here I tell you angle 2, this really means 5x plus 17. So anytime you see this 2 here, it means 5x plus 17. Down here, anytime you see this 2, it means 4x minus 4. Okay, so be careful about that. So again, we look to see where our isosceles triangles base angles are. Here's the two congruent sides, so here's the two base angles. So I know these are congruent. They're the same, but they don't look the same. This is 67, and this says 5x plus 17. So when things are congruent, you set them equal to each other. So I can say this equals this. I'll say 5x plus 17 equals 67. And now again, we're down to an equation that we can solve. I can subtract 17 from both sides, since my x is on the left. Canceling these 17s, I'm left with 5x. 67 minus 17 is 50. And then to solve this, all I have to do is divide by 5. Canceling my 5s, I get x is 10. If I want to see if this worked, I'll plug it back in. Let's see, for angle 2. 5 times 10 is 50. 50 plus 17 is 67. I may ask you what is this angle, but then that's an easy problem. Add these up, subtract from 180, you get that. I might ask you what this is, or what this is. These are linear pairs, subtract 67 from 180. These are linear pairs, subtract 67 from 180. I could ask you what this is, you get this first, and then it's another linear pair. My last example, example 4. This one's different. Over here, I gave you angle 2 and the base angle. Here, if we look at our base angles, congruent side, there's my base angle, congruent side, there's my base angle. Here I did not give you this expression as one of the base angles. Instead, this is the vertex angle. That's okay. Well, if this is 52, so is this. And now it's easy. I've got all 3 angles here. It's 52 plus 52 plus 4x minus 4. It's not 52 plus 52 plus 2. It's 52 plus 52 plus 4x minus 4. I'm going to substitute. And since that's a triangle, they have to add up to 180. So 52 plus 52 plus 2x, 4x minus 4 equals 180. And then I just simplify. I look for common terms, like terms. I only see 4x, so I bring it down. 52 plus 52 is 104. 104 minus 4 is 100. And then I bring down my equals 180. And now it's 2 steps. Subtract the 100, since you were adding the 100. Bring down my 4x. 180 minus 100 is 80. And this is what 4 times x is, so I do the opposite, I divide. 80 divided by 4 is 20. So we solve for x. So in this case, 4 times x really means 4 times 20. 20 minus 4 is 76. I now know this angle is 76. Now I know you could have gotten this really easy by just subtracting these from 180 and getting that 76, but my instructions were to solve for x. I will also probably ask you for that, so be aware of that. That's about all you really need to know for isosceles triangles, but I can combine them with a lot of other things, so once you get good at this, you can move on. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me, leave a comment in the box, ask me in class, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can, and that should just about wrap it up. Have a great day.